All right, guys, happy Tuesday, August 1st, and I want to stop for a quick moment, and I want to congratulate all of the parents out there that have had their small children, high school kids at home during the summer, trying to balance, trying to stay organized, trying to keep snacks at the thing, trying to make sure that you're running a business, running a household, all the while you have kids running around. So I want to congratulate you on having your kids go back to school. My kids go back to school tomorrow, and it's Silas's first year of kindergarten. So it's a very huge moment for our family, but I just want to send congratulations to all the family members out there that have kids. By show of hands, or give me a reaction on the screen below if you are excited to send your kids away for 6 to 8 hours a day. Please give me some type of reaction on the screen. I knew it. I'm excited for you. And let's remove any excuses, right? I know that it's hard having the kids at home, but hey, they're gone. We have no more excuses. Get out there and do what we're meant to do. So I'm excited. Summertime is almost over. Where did it go? And these kids, I don't know why they don't stay home longer, because when I was a kid, I got 3 months, but I'm excited that they go back a little bit earlier. But enough about the kids. I'm going to turn over to the Oracle. As always, Karina with a quick teaching moment, then I'm going to get into some introductions. So Karina, go ahead and take it away with the teaching moment for the week.
All right, super fun stuff today. I have posted about the home insurance issues that we've been facing in California and Florida and other parts of the country. But there was a really helpful webinar from the Insurance Commissioner of California last week. So I'll post a link to that so that you can watch it. But basically, even he is kind of in a scramble about this stuff, and it's, getting worse because of climate change. And so, he gets into some of the nuances of that, but basically what I want you guys to be aware of is to protect your clients. Make sure that they understand that they need to be investigating insurability as soon as they get into contract, maybe even before they get into contract, but definitely before they remove that investigation contingency. It's part of the investigation contingency, not the loan contingency, even though the lender will need to see it. So be sure that they're checking that out right off the bat. Previous claims could affect the insurability, location of the property could affect the insurability, and of course, some of the biggest providers have left California, but there still are over 100 insurance companies still writing new policies. They're just not the same big names that we might be used to seeing. And then they also have a link for how to vet those insurance providers if you're not entirely sure. You're like, what's XYZ company? There's a place for you to look it up. So that's insurability. Working with an insurance broker really helps. Also bundling with other existing policies like their auto insurance or renter's insurance or whatever they've got going on currently. That's one. The second one is Tom Ferry's webinar about buyer's representation agreements and buy-side commissions. This was huge. Where there's lots of big changes coming through, lots of lawsuits coming through. Getting ahead of that by knowing what you bring to the table as a buyer's agent, and that you know how to use a buyer's representation agreement. That's probably the single most best thing that you can do to protect yourself and getting compensated down the line. So at this point in time, it's still very customary for the seller to pay both sides of the commission. That hasn't changed yet. We're just trying to get used to this, ahead of time in case that shift does happen nationwide. Even if that shift does happen, it doesn't necessarily mean that the sellers are just going to suddenly stop offering commissions, but it means that they may not be legally obligated to, the way that we had protection under NAR with the MLSs. Bonus round, there's a new buyer final verification worksheet that covers what to note on your buyer final verification, a property condition, and what to do if there's a breach when you do your verification, something that the seller hasn't agreed to or hasn't done what they've agreed to, what the next plan of action, and then also some responsibilities of what you as a listing agent or a buyer's agent should be doing after close of escrow. I'll be sure to post that shortly in Slack. Thanks.
Awesome. Awesome. And you guys, in regards to the broker buyer agreement, yeah, make sure that you watch that replay from Tom Ferry. But what we're going to do is we're going to host some internal trainings on this, how to speak about it, what to say, when in the process should you be bringing it up, to make sure that this is part of your flow and that you guys understand it and that we're practicing through it, because it is a new approach. Some of you have used broker buyer agreements, but that's not on every single deal. So we want to make sure that we're ahead of this and that we understand the verbiage that's going to be in place. So let's do this. Let's go and introduce some of our new team players. We have, let's see on the screen, Casey. It was really good to meet you at the cookout last week. Casey, say hello to your team and let us know why you chose to join our team. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Casey, it was a pleasure to meet you at the cookout as well. Good to meet a lot of people that I didn't see before, only through the computer for the most part. And yeah, no, I'm happy to be here. Glad to join. I think the biggest thing for me why I joined Team Fast was I think the community that you guys have all created. I've been there. And it's been amazing, honestly. You know, everyone's super friendly, everyone's very helpful. I've learned a lot of good things just from the couple of interactions that I've had there. And I love all the training and the support, you know, no excuses. So I'm happy.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, welcome, welcome. You are speaking words of my heart when you say those two words. All right. No excuses. So welcome to the team, Casey. Let's go over to Rich. Rich, welcome to the team officially. Would you like to say hello to everyone? Let us all know why you chose to choose us as your growth partners in this amazing business.
Hey there, everybody. It's nice to meet you all. Hopefully I can meet you guys in person one day. Why did I choose to join Team Fast? Well, it's I'm looking around for a brokerage that's got its finger on the pulse of innovation and whose people are driven. They say if you want to become successful, surround yourself with successful people. So that's what I'm kind of here to do. So hopefully your success is mine and mine is yours, and you know, we can all do this together.
I love it. I love it. Welcome. And let's go to Musa. Musa is going to be representing up in Sacramento. Musa, let's hear from you, bro.
Yeah, my name is Musa. Just got my license, so about a week in. The reason I joined Team Fast was just the enthusiasm. When I sat down with my first conversation with Kenny, it was just, you know, at a fast pace. And once you first get into a business, you kind of want to go fast so that you know how to be consistent and just continue with it.
Love it. Love it. Well, welcome aboard. And then last but not least, and if I'm missing somebody, just grab the mic and just go ahead and interrupt me. Joanne, do you want to say a quick hello to everybody? Welcome officially.
Hi, everybody. My name is Joanne Batt. I'm excited to join Team Fast. The reason why I chose it, also the same thing. I love the support. I love the team. I love the energy. Yeah, no excuses. Let's get it done. So I'm excited to be here.
I love it. I love it. You could hear a theme that we're talking about when we're bringing people over. So I love you guys. Let's go ahead and get into our meeting. If I forgot anybody, please let me know, interrupt me. And then team members, if you have anybody on that you'd like to introduce, let me know before I officially get into the slides. All right, cool. Let's do this, you guys. We've obviously covered our teaching moment, but let's go into community contributions. With summertime coming to an end, I know that there's backpack drives that are going on. I know that there's back to school events. Is there something that you have on the calendar? Is there an agent-led event? Is there something that you're a part of? Is there something you're doing within your community, something that you're doing within your farm, something you want to share? I know Nicole Penland did a happy hour last week for buyers. Does anybody have anything that they'd like to share, invite, and drop information on in this group right now? Going once, going twice. Awesome. Donna Chan, good to see you. Love
Hi.
the background. Let's hear from you.
Thank you. Good morning. I know I was just looking to see if George was on, but George is an ambassador for one of the, if you check on Slack, and I'll have them posted as well too. It's a really great nonprofit trade where you purchase a keychain, and it could be for your clients' closing gifts or whatnot, and a portion of it goes towards the homeless advocacy. So it is with Raquel Quintel as well too. So that's part of it. But I just wanted to share that because I saw it on Slack and it just kind of like touched my heart and say it's about us giving back to community. And it's only, I think it's $25 for a keychain. So great closing gifts for you to give to your clients. And it comes in a really nice box, kind of like a Tiffany box. George was telling me it's a yellow color, but check on Slack. He had posted it on there and there's more info on that as well too. So just wanted to share that.
Don, I absolutely love it. Kenny and I and George and a few other team members had an opportunity to meet the founder of this, and her name's Layla Valencia Key, and hence why Key is a part of her name, her brand. When you hear her story, when you hear about her purpose, her cause, her crusade, you will be more encouraged to want to buy this for your consumers and make sure that you're leaving this lasting memory. She is such an amazing person, and coming from somebody that lived on the streets, was affected by homelessness, and then was able to change her entire life and her family's life by purchasing one property. And in her market at that time was something like $40,000. That first initial purchase allowed her over the few years to grow the equity that she was able to change her life, change her mom's life, and really rearrange the whole entire direction of her future. I'm so glad that you mentioned this. So
I bought like 50 keys. I don't know what to do with them. I just want to support them. So whoever wants one or wants to take a look at them, I'll have Brian bring it to the Oakland office.
Yeah, Kenny's selling them right now for $60, you guys. So make sure to get yours, okay? Sorry. Yes, it's an amazing, amazing cause. And Donna, thank you so much for bringing this up. Let's go to Jess Bling. Let's hear from you. Community contributions, events, what's going on in your world?
Oh, I just wanted to show you the box, but Kenny beat me to it. That's all.
Awesome. Yeah, it's amazing. And her story, I think she was featured by Oprah as one of Oprah's favorite people of the year. Just an incredible story. So make sure to give her a follow also on Instagram. Anybody else have an event, something they want to drop, something going on in the office, consumer education, anything? Going once, going twice? All right, cool. Let's keep moving on. Let's get right into new escrows for the week. All right, guys, so we've got quite a few new escrows to talk about. Kevin Bowie got in a contract for $233. Dan Sandberg got in a contract for $295, and Mauricio Torres got in a contract for $455,000. Congratulations, gentlemen. Dan, I see you are here. You are on camera. But let's do this really quick. Before I turn the mic over to you, I want to hear about this, obviously. Dan is also our lead scientist. Well, what does that mean? He is the brainchild behind all of our lead sources. And obviously we have Zillaflex, Realtor.com, Ojo, Opcity, and is also looking at future partners that are going to essentially give us more opportunities for you guys. Overall, that comprises about 10% of our overall production. So it's a huge amount of our company, our company dollar. When we look at where we were at, let's say 6 to 8 months ago, our Zillaflex numbers were in a really, really tough spot. We were in a place where we had, we ran the risk of losing the program. Now, with Dan's efforts and what he's done with the team, we're in the number 2 spot in the entire Bay Area for all Flex partners. We are leading the industry in Opcity, OJO, Realtor.com. So, man, I just want to give you some love while you're here, while everyone's on the call, because not everyone sees everything that you do, but Kenny and I see all the hard work that you're doing behind the scenes. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you for everything that you're doing with the lead program, and let's talk about your deal. So if you can, grab the mic and let's hear from you, Dan.
Thank you, Elias, and I want to thank everyone that is in the Flex program, because I feel like I just kind of nudged everything in the right direction, but it was everyone that really put in the effort and got us to where we needed to be. So number 2 in the Bay Area, we got to keep our spot, and that's growing more opportunities, so we're able to bring more people into the program finally after like 9 months. It's a slow trickle, but it finally is starting to go in the right direction. Yeah, this one is a client that I've been working with for like 3 years to find a piece of land for him to build his dream home. And he has just been very, very picky, and finally decided that this was the summer that he was going to buy this piece of land. And so we found a great parcel in a neighborhood, a bunch of 2-acre lots with big, nice, fancy homes in it. So he's going to build himself a 4,000 square foot house out in Campo, so his wife can have horses and cows and do their whole dream home thing. So now I'm figuring out percolation tests for septic inspections and environmental impact studies and all this fun stuff. But I'm glad to have this guy into a property and hopefully close out soon.
I love it, Dan. Dan, for the people that are curious, I mean, 3 years, a lot has changed. The market has changed significantly. What was your touch points? What was the frequency? How did you keep them engaged for that long?
Man, this was kind of a tough one because he would go out of country for like 4 to 6 months at a time and would just completely fall off the radar. Like he'd disappear, wouldn't respond to anything, call him, text him, email him, would get nothing, and then he'd pop back up like 3, 4, 5 months later and would be like, hey, sorry, I was out of the country. We'd just like be gone for long periods of time. And so I just like never stopped, obviously the auto drips on Real Scout and just sending him stuff consistently. But then just like every couple of months, sending him an email or a text message or whatever, even if it was radio silence. I think at one point I had like my email or text where it was like, Dan, nothing back from him. But it was just being persistent. You know, he was a cash buyer. He showed me proof of funds 3 years ago. So, you know, I knew he owned other properties and everything. So just, you know, he just was on the rotation like the other dozens of people who just get that regular follow-up, and, you know, they were in the process.
I love it. I love it. Congratulations, you guys. It reminds me of a team member I used to have at Coldwell Banker, 112 communications. And literally it was almost 4 years. Then this person bought a $2 million property from him. And the only reason they went with that agent is because that agent never stopped. Whether it was automated or whether it was an occasional or whether it was a combination of both, that person remembered that agent's name. So great job, Dan. Congratulations on both ends, everything you've done with your consumers, your personal life, your construction, building your portfolio, and then this recent transaction. All right, let's keep cruising. So Dewey and Peter got in contract for 500,000. Dexter and Valeria got in contract for 515. Dewey, I just saw you chime in the chat. Would love for you to talk to us about this deal, about your strategy, what worked. And man, it was so great to be able to meet Chase and see those cheeks in person. So Dewey, if you could take the mic, tell us about this deal, big dog. Let's hear from you.
This was mostly Peter. So we had 4, 5 offers out last week, or 1 listing, 3 offers, and this is one that Peter carried. So I honestly couldn't tell you on this one because the 2 that I wrote didn't go through. So I wish I could tell you more on this, but this is Peter carrying this one.
All right, well, congratulations nonetheless. And who painted that behind you?
My friends flew in from Vegas, or drove up from Vegas, and they painted murals at their house, and I was like, I want one at my house. And so they came in, spent like 5 days here, painted it back in, I forgot, February. I forgot what month it was.
Dope. Love it, bro. Well, congratulations to you. Is Peter on? Peter going once? Peter going twice?
He might be trying to get he's trying to get another offer out right now. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, gentlemen. And man, I was so excited to see you and all the new babies. We were just talking about our senior leadership team. It's like seeing how many babies are in our environment, like the team like growing up and starting their own families. It's been really, really cool to see. So congrats to you again, man, on a personal
Something's
level.
in the water for sure.
So something's definitely in that water. All right, back to you, Dan. Congratulations again, 580 with Cynthia. Congratulations, love this partnership deal. Brittany got in contract for 575 and Hector got in contract twice, 450 and 590. Let's see if Hector is on the line today. He is not. Let's see if Cynthia is on the line today. Cynthia, you were here. Love to hear from you. What was the strategy? What worked? What you're seeing? What you're experiencing? And let's hear from you. Talk to us about this deal.
Hey guys, I'm out on broker's tour right now, so I'm not going to have video on, but this is a deal that Dan and we were in contract, and then the buyers decided to back out because of some pretty glaring issues to the property. And we came back, and the house, after having gone on and off the market a couple times, our buyers said, you know what, let's give it another shot. And we actually got them in at a better price that's more suitable for them. And their rate ended up being even better. So we are absolutely stoked for them. And it's really an ideal situation. So we couldn't be happier for them.
Oh, I love this. I love this. And was it Dan's client at first and then brought you in, or vice versa?
Yeah, I'm so grateful to Dan for that, because it's like a childhood friend of his. And then later on this summer, we're going to be bringing their home on the market as well. So super, super, super grateful for that.
I love it. I love it. Congratulations. Enjoy broker tour. Congratulations once again to you, Dan. Hey, Liz, I saw a hand up. What was your thoughts, contributions, or was that an old hand?
No, I was just saying I had submitted my my sale in the tracker, and it didn't. I guess I didn't get it, but I did get under contract at 560 in Modesto.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. If it's not reflected here for this week, it will be reflected for next week. We'll make sure to check the tracker, but congratulations
okay.
to you as
Yeah,
well.
thank you.
And we're going to continue cruising on. Let me just go back to my screen here. Boom, bam. All right, cool. Let me go back to my screen. All right, present. All right, here we go, you guys. All right, so next category, 550 to 749. Otis White got into contract for 495. Congratulations. Vernon went away on a trip. And what happens when you go away on a trip? You usually get in contract. He got in contract for 605. And Tom and Peter got into contract for 702, 500. So congratulations, gentlemen. Vernon, I see your camera's on. You're here live and direct. Let's hear from you. What worked? What was the strategy? And tell us about this deal. Let's hear from you, Vernon.
First, I'd like to, I don't know why my beautiful business partner's face is not on that page as well, because we tag teamed it, but this was an Op City lead. And I thought it was a unicorn. I never had a unicorn type transaction before, right? They had already known what type of property they wanted, all cash buyer, $1 million plus. And so I'm thinking that, oh, this is a shoe in. I know the listing agent, or I thought I knew the listing agent. And this was the first transaction for me that taught me that not all agents and brokers are built the same. Everybody's cut from a different cloth. Not everyone operates with the state of integrity or a level of excellence that we do in this closed circle here. Man, submitted the offer, went over asking, super aggressive with the terms, all cash, all the bells and whistles, no contingencies, the whole gamut. And it was a competitive bidding process. I thought that we were one of the strongest based on the feedback from the listing agent, to find out that she bamboozled me at the 12th hour at midnight and gave me this sorry ass conversation around why our offer didn't get accepted. So I was bummed out about that, because I'm a baseball player and I've been batting 1,000. Every time I submit an offer, it's gotten accepted. So to not get it accepted based upon some back end bullshit, I was furious for about a week. But let the dust settle. My clients were super emotional around that, because they were really vested in that property. But man, we let the dust settle, licked our wounds, got back to the drawing board, and was able to track down some properties for them. And they called me while we were in San Diego saying that we really wanted to pursue the property that we just went into contract with. So we ratified yesterday. As soon as I got off the plane, straight into the field, showing properties, writing offers, working with Lisette, getting our numbers right, getting our terms right. Very competitive, 4 offers that were submitted on this property. But again, I knew this listing agent. We had a different relationship. And so we were able to leverage our relationship to get our offer accepted. So we're in the contract, man, super juicy. It's like 5 and 30 days. So we're on the road.
Oh, I love this. I love this. Lisette, I want to hear from you. I'm having our marketing department see if they can update the slides for Liz as well as for you guys to make those adjustments. But Lisette, anything you want to share for that, for your experience on your end?
I mean, no, I'm just super excited and super grateful that, yes, we were bummed over the first transaction, but then the second opportunity came right up, and thank God for leveraging relationships, because that really made a difference. And yeah, really excited for our client and a super quick close. So I'm just grateful.
Awesome. Now I have to ask, because I see it behind you to your left. Can you briefly tell me what is all of this?
Yeah, so we are building out the foundation, if you will, and this is part of it. This is part of what we're going to do with buyers, and we have a virtual assistant that is going to be helping us get some stuff branded and get, just some consistency, so that when we're in contract, there's something that happens consistently every single time, so that we can free up our time to get more sales.
Ooh, I love this. So what you're telling me and what I'm seeing and what you're sharing, if I understand it correctly, is that you're refining your consumer journey.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, you guys, we're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a couple of minutes, but I want to make sure everybody, no matter what stage of the game that you're at on this call, do yourself a favor and buy the book, The Catalyst. That book, author is Jonah Berger. That book will be a game changer in the way that you look at your business, the way that you operate the business, and the way that you interact with your consumer on a very, very human level. I promise you that book will be a game changer in all things that you do. So let's do this. Let me get back into the slides. We're making some quick adjustments. While we make these quick adjustments, Otis, I know that you got into contract on a flex lead. You want to talk about this transaction before we move forward?
Yeah, my first one actually. So really excited. If anybody knows me, I love online leads. This one's going to be really tough. Couple instantly from day one wanted to write an offer. So it's funny, when we were at the meeting, they were like, what was it, like 97% of people don't make an offer on their first house when they go through Zillow. Well, this couple actually did. Didn't really make any sense that the listing agent had it listed last like 8 months ago for like 900,000. They got all the way down to 750. But when I'm writing the offer, she's telling me they won't accept nothing that's not 850. So we lost out on that one, but they were gamers. We got back into contract like about 5 days ago. They want to flip a single family into a duplex. It's a finished basement down there. So it's the first time I have to have contractors instead of home inspection people and pest people, like contractors. Just had touched down with an architect because they want to see the possibilities of throwing an ADU in the back, maybe even making it a tri-level, making it 3 stories. Like they're like really gaming it, a 203K. So it's gonna be a lot of learning. I'm putting it all in the thinking cap. So every deal is gonna be different and every deal is gonna challenge you. And for the first time in a couple months, I'm really looking forward to challenge to bringing this one home. Beautiful Black couple. They live up in LA. She has roots in the area. Mom lives around the corner. So I have to deliver this house. So Friday we meet the architect and we're trying to get things done. And actually, Kenny, I'm in contract with Jason Pagao. He said he went to school with you. He told me to say hello. So yeah, cool. Full circle, right? Crazy
stuff. I love it, brother. Well, hey, congratulations to you. And once again, congratulations on the new pad. I love it. It looks good, looks clean, looks fresh.
Oh yeah,
man.
it looks clean now. You know, I was thugging it at the condo for 6 months. So a lot of open space, got the little man running around crazy. It's just good. You know, my grandma's gonna come stay up here. She had a fall. So just the ability to have a huge house, to be able to have them all come up here. And this was supposed to retire my mom, but she's so fucking stubborn. She's still gonna try to do the 2 years. So I guess I gotta add another 50K to the bank account for her. But yeah, man, I'm stoked. I'm just living on the high still. And thank you. You know, I reached out to you a couple months ago because I was telling you I love this online shit, and you know, I was progressing. I was trying to make my bid for the team. So thank you for letting me be a part. To the other people on there, Cynthia, Nick, man, I can't think of everybody, but you guys are gonna definitely raise my game because I see the goals. And it's friendly competition, but I'm trying to beat that 5, and we're trying to be all together and reaching our goal of 200 million. And I don't want to let Kenny down. Yeah, us 9 are going to be fearful to get that goal done. So thank you, Flex Team.
Otis, we already hit 200 million. We
already hit Jeff's deal put us over 200 million. You're muted again.
What was it? Was like to reach 6. It was, I forget, it was like to reaching another 200 million or in the next 6 months or something like that. I got to check, but I know I got to do my part and do my 6. So I know
That's right. That's right.
That's
well, congratulations to you once again on everything, life as well as business. Let's continue cruising on. We'll make some adjustments to these slides are coming soon, but let's get right back into this. Joey Boy got in the contract. 821,793, and then Moss got into contract for 824,430. Let's see if Joey, I see that you're on. You want to talk to us about this deal, what your strategy was, what worked, and tell us a little bit about this deal. And it's great to see your name on the list. You still there? Joey will go on once. He was here, but he's no longer here. All right, one clap for these gentlemen. We'll continue cruising on. So next up, you see some familiar faces here. Julie got in contract with Kenny for 12999 or 9900, and then Elisa Beltran got into contract for 1350. Elisa, you are here. Your camera's on. I would love for you to talk about this deal. I texted you a little bit earlier. Congratulations. Let's hear from you. What was the strategy? What you saw? Talk us through this deal. Let's go.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Well, this deal is the domino effect of a referral from last year. My friend referred me this young lady, and I wanted to sell a condo in San Ramon and buy another property. And she asked me if her parents can be present during the whole process. And I say, of course, you know. So her parents called me early this year, and this is the result of taking care of your clients. We listed their house in San Leandro, sold that one a couple months ago, and this one is the second one. So the referral from last year turned into 4 deals. This one in Berkeley, the weekend, I had about 70 people coming through. And
70?
Yes. And we were supposed to do another open house this weekend, but we got the cash offer closing 10 days. So sellers say, just go ahead and take it. So we're closing on Friday.
Awesome. I love this. I love this. And I know that sometimes when aunties and uncles and moms and dads come, sometimes it bugs you and they want to inspect everything. They want to tell you about their journey about purchasing homes, but you did a really good job building that relationship with the entire family. So congrats to you. Kudos to you. Awesome. Let's continue cruising on. Let me go ahead and present one more time. Cool. Perfect. All right, guys. So take a look. This is what you were able to accomplish in this last week. We did 16 new deals and roughly right around $10 million in new production. When we look at where the industry is, and we're going to say this over and over again, we're actually in a really good spot to potentially beat our unit count that we did last year, even though we're in a changing market, still end up at over 1,005 units for the year, but our sales volume will probably be a little bit less just because of the market, and we're okay with that. But despite what's happening, you guys are still showing up in a big way and proving that this is when true champions are born. And we saw a lot of people leave the industry because they were not ready to change, to adapt, and to evolve as this business changed, adapt, and evolve. So great job to you guys. Congratulations on everything that you do to contribute to the success of the company. And let's get into our story of the week. She'll hate me for this one, but I'll take it on the chin because I love her. And we have been business partners now for going on over 4 years. So if you guys didn't know, me, Molly, Karina, and Kenny all worked together at Climb Real Estate. And when Climb Real Estate closed down, we all went our separate ways for just a little bit of time. About a month in, Kenny and I joined forces again. Karina was already with Kenny. And then as I came back on, I was like, there's got to be a way to get Molly back into this environment. And it worked out. She came on part-time as like a marketing assistant, is now obviously a director of the company, director of agent services. But Molly, I just want to send you love. Like today is her actual birthday. And so Molly, from me, from the team, from the rest of the senior leadership, we love you. We appreciate you. And just thank you for being the human that you are. You are the OG hustler. And so I just want to say thank you. And hopefully this is your best lap around the sun ever. Molly, sorry for putting you on the spot. Sorry, not sorry. Are you on today? Are you there? I know you were driving a little bit earlier. You still
She
here?
has a conflicting appointment. I don't think she's on at the moment, but I know
All right.
she'll watch this later and smile.
Well, let's just give her cheese and just make her cheese. And we love you, Molly. Happy birthday. We're going to move on. And I felt that it was right to put her as the fast story of the week. All right, guys, we have a big major announcement in the chat below. I had posted it. Let me go ahead and repost it once again. Actually, it is. Yeah, let me go up. Let me find it. Okay, cool. I'm going to repost this Eventbrite. So we have as our guest speaker to tomorrow for Keep It Moving group coaching, we have the one and only George Bryant. Now, 3 months ago, George Bryant was unknown to me, but he is not unknown in the industry, and he's not unknown across multiple different industries. So George Bryant is a consumer journey expert, and he has worked with some big brands that you probably have heard of and you guys know, such as KitchenAid, Vital Proteins, Men's Health, Women's Health, Adidas. He's a New York Times best-selling author, and this guy's formula on how to look at your consumer journey is something like I've never experienced in my entire career. This is going to be a powerful, powerful session. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is tap into group coaching. Group coaching has elevated the speakers, the contribution, the way that we're doing things has just gone to the next level. And bringing people in like George is definitely going to help you guys look at your business in a completely different way. So I want to push you guys. I want to encourage you. Also, grab the Eventbrite. If you know people at other brokerages, other people at other industries, I don't care, share that with them and let's pack the house, because I promise you, tomorrow, George is going to bring the fire, and it's going to leave you 100% in a state of, wow, look at the opportunities I have to grow my business and my entire consumer journey. I promise you, if you've never been, or if you come to group coaching regularly, this will be a session that will be a cut apart from the rest. I promise you that. So tap in tomorrow, group coaching, 8:30, 9:30, same time, same channel as always, and tune in. Marketing resources, Kenny, Patrick, anything that we need to mention on this slide?
A couple of things. We're still working on those maps. It's kind of clunky right now, so we're trying to figure out how to take away some stuff and simplify it. And then the Altos research, you guys should be using it already. I've seen people use it as green screen or for newsletters or just your presentations. And third, the studios. We're working on this one at a time. We went by whoever was the top producer last quarter, and we're working on that list. And then we're gonna start opening up more people, because those literally take a couple hours each to make. So that's how Jen and Eric's got released. And our marketing center is up and running, but only has a couple of templates on it. So we'll be releasing that. We're able, I think we're not, no, I'm sure we are. The EXP marketing center, that EXP uses, and other brokerages like Real uses, we're able to get a white label version of that. So we loaded our templates on there, where it's kind of like Canva, but you can change your picture and change your information on there, but the rest of it is locked. We have our own dedicated one that's branded Fast Real Estate, where I think we're the only team in the entire EXP company that has our own, because I found out about it because I know the owner of who made it. So those are some projects we're working on right now. Anything else, Elias?
Let me think.
Yeah,
No.
these I've been working on for like months now, but we finally released it because these things take a lot of time in the back end.
Our goal is, and as we grow as a company, you guys, you got to imagine like how we've evolved over the last 4 years. The goal is to make everything really, really easy for the consumer, meaning you in this environment, to where it's a one place where you can go to get all of your assets. So we've been talking about this for a long time, and we're just getting closer and closer and closer. And also it helps everything to stay on brand. The last thing that you want to do is to have a marketing collateral piece that you did on the fly because you needed something that was done. And I get that, things happen. But what happens is that when we do things on the fly, we leave out small details, right? And you're like, oh, I just need to have that for my door knocking. Well, whatever that is a consumer's first impression of how well you do your marketing. And if you're in a high profile area, or if you want to become a listing agent, that very first piece of collateral piece is going to show that consumer how well you look, or how well you do your marketing, and how well you look at your details. So we want to make sure that everything that is hitting a consumer's email or hitting their doorstep, it looks great. So we want to eliminate a lot of that design work for you, and have a place where you can go and create everything by just clicking your picture, putting the new address, and all of the format is already done for you, because we know that some of you, the strong suit is not being a creative designer.
Yeah, Lies is doing really nicely. I've been on our listings checking it now, and a lot of the listings looks honestly really terrible, because I know you guys are making this stuff yourself, open house flyers for sales. Just it's fine for buyers because they just want the information, but you wouldn't get hired. Like, you got to look at your materials. Would you hire yourself? And then I would highly suggest, when you guys have time in your own marketplace, go on Broker Store, like go to the top listing agents listings and see how they present the homes, what it looks like, what the staging is like, which companies does the staging, their flyers, their extra add-ons to promote themselves, and compare it against yourself. And if a seller walked through 3 open houses that day and they went to that one and yours, would they hire you? So like, you guys, I know a lot of us are doing the bare minimum just to have that open house up and running and such, but you really need to step it up. Now I'm back slightly in production, so I've been able to take a more careful look at our stuff and try and level that stuff up. Because I've been on multiple broker stores this year to see what's out there, to try to, I literally take your materials and bring it back and bring it to our marketing team. Like, hey, can you make this better, make it fast? So just
branding, your branding is everything, right? It's like, what are people saying about you when you're not around? Well, if they see some shit flyer and it has all kinds of margins that are off and 17 different fonts, and there's no directional focus of your flyer, that's the first impression that they have of you. So making sure that everything is crisp and it looks good and everything is to perfection, and it should be. Your marketing collateral should always be to perfection. So anything else? All right. You guys, let's talk about intensity and let's talk about recommit. We have 41 people that have decided that they wanted to recommit to their business. We understand life gets in the way. Stuff happens, shit happens, and maybe you just needed a respark. There's 41 people that have committed to jumpstart their business once again, and that's going to start on this Friday. More information to come on that. Intensity, part 2. Intensity is a high-level accountability group. Now, this is opt-in because when I say opt-in, there's going to be things like door knocking that are included in intensity. Now, obviously, I cannot require you to door knock, but if you opt into a program, it's part of the program. You don't want to door knock, you don't want to complete the task for the week, then you're out of the program for the following week. That's just how it is. So we have 2 accountability groups starting this week. I'm going to put some information out today. If you want to join intensity and you want to be a part of that group and you want to do a 30-day sprint, I promise you, it's going to push you. It's going to be super, super hard. It's going to challenge you. It's going to give you visibility on social media, but I promise you there's going to have lasting results. And my thought behind it is that we get you geared up to make sure that you have a very solid winter season with your family, because they know how important that's going to be. So more information to come on that. Jess, you had your hand up. Let's go over to you before we start to round up this meeting.
Coach, I thought you said that this round of intensity was not going to have door knocking.
It's going to only have 10 homes. So it's going to be a minimal amount. But yeah, there's going to be, and the reason why it's going to be a minimal amount is because I want to be respectful for people's, for the weather. Some of you guys live in hotter areas. So, but that's not going to take away from some of the things that are going to be done in follow-up boss. So there's going to be some other components because it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be easier on the feet. I'll tell you that.
I can live with that. When you
All
said
right,
door knocking just now, I was like, wait a minute, he's reneging on his deal because he's
no.
You guys need neck fans. Those like $20 Amazon will save your life.
no dead
I've never seen a neck fan.
Salvador.
I never saw a neck fan, but then I saw Lizette and her big hair, and then Kenny gave her that thing, and it's blowing up on her big hair. She's like, "Ooh, this is life." This is life. I need one of those sometimes. It gets hot in the Oakland office, especially when we're doing events. There it is, Brian. I see it. Let's go to Elisa, and then we'll go to JJ. Elisa, what's up?
So for the intensity, it starts next week, or when is it?
No, it starts on the 4th. So it starts this Friday.
Okay.
I'm going to send everybody out an email today that's already signed up. But the team's going to get an email with the link if you would like to register, but I'm cutting registrations at noon tomorrow.
But if we're on vacation, I won't come back into next week from vacation, so might as well.
Yeah, it might not be the group for you because
so
you get one strike. Meaning that if you don't come to a meeting, if you don't follow through on any of the activities, you get one strike, and then the next week you're out if you don't follow through. So
I can do the next one.
Yep, enjoy your vacation because we're going to run these every single month. JJ, what's good, brother?
I just wanted to remind everybody that on Friday I'm going to do a quick little investor Q&A. I think at 1 o'clock. Molly's gonna add it to the calendar eventually. I'm gonna kind of focus just on the end of the moratorium. Touch a little bit on people asking me a lot about subject to deals. I'm not gonna talk a lot about that because that stuff mostly has nothing to do with actual retail sales, but I will explain how it works. And then any questions that anybody has about investments or evictions or anything along that line.
All right, beautiful. And listen, you guys requested this. We asked last week. We didn't have really good attendance last week for JJ's session. So make sure you tune in. It will be on the team calendar. We'll do a better job at that. And then Vernon, Lisette, I want to make sure that you guys saw this. Liz, I want to make sure we get yours on there. For some reason, we do not see it on the tracker. So I'll communicate with you and we'll make sure that that is reflected on next week's meeting. But you guys, big week for us. Let's make sure to stay focused. I'll send out all the information about intensity as well as the recommit group. And this is the time where we just get really, really tight on our focus, making sure that we're showing up and just doing what we were supposed to do to drive our business. It's really that simple. Show up, be consistent, ask for help. One more thing. Okay, Jess, go ahead.
Before we jump into this next intensity too, because me and my twin and a couple of other people are supposed to have this lunch to celebrate people that didn't
Yep.
get strike. And we're still waiting. So just want to throw that out.
Well, first off, I had to take a little bit of time off because our family, and then some people were away on vacation getting food poisoning. So now that everyone is back, I'll make sure to get that on the calendar and spoil you guys with a very nice lunch. And it goes for that lunch is only 4 of us, 4 or 5 of us. And it's for the people that didn't miss an activity, didn't miss a call, and didn't miss any metric for the entire 30-day. So
I want my issue. I want my issue.
Yes, yes, and yes, 100%. Make
Let's
sure
go.
hold me accountable. I appreciate that. And thank you, Jess, once again, for never missing or forgetting a thing. I appreciate you. So you guys, that is all we have for you for the week. Let's stay focused. Let's stay grinding. And if you need anything, as always, let me know. And let's pack the house for George Bryant tomorrow. I promise you, it will be a game changer session. So if there's nothing else, let's go. Let's have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.